Well, hi. This is the fourth video that I've done, and just gonna talk today about basically how I've just went through a really bad week. The worst week I've probably had with fibromyalgia ever, which is probably not accurate, but it certainly feels like it. And one thing that I've really noticed is that I've been doing Atkins lately because I'm unable to exercise, as most of you know. If you have fibromyalgia, it's just so difficult. And found that while I've been doing Atkins, my achiness and the pain in my joints especially is really diminished, which has been really great. I was so excited about that. Dropped like 12 pounds in 4 days, which was crazy. And but really have been just an agony, having a lot of pain. Wanted to kind of go over with you some of the things that I take for fibromyalgia and how I manage the pain, if you want to talk to your doctors about it and see if it's right for you. I take Lyrica. I've been on as little as 100 milligrams a day to as much as 600, and 600 was a little too much. I couldn't speak. Couldn't form words, so that's kind of a problem. But right now I'm in the 300 range, and sometimes I take 150. On really, really bad days, I go all the way up to 300. Another one I take for the myofascial pain syndrome, which is the muscle spasms and the weakness and everything, and the knots, especially in my neck. I take Flexeril. It's not available in the UK, which is a little difficult. There's a couple of new ones that have just been released in the States. Actually, there's only one that's been released in the States, and it's Savil, and it's an antidepressant. I've tried Cymbalta before with really bad side effects and didn't like it, so I don't really like the whole aspect of trying to take care of this based on a antidepressant type mentality. I don't get that part. A lot of you have probably heard about the I won't pronounce this correctly, but guaifenesin protocol. I've been reading an awful lot about that, although it's extremely difficult to be on, because you basically have to you take guaifenesin, which is in most cough medicines, and again, I don't find it in the UK. I take it for sinus infections or sinus pain, because I tend to get that a lot, and when the sinus pain is so bad that you're vomiting and you can't even see straight, the pain's so bad, I started taking that. But with this protocol, the only thing is that you have to stay away from salicylic acids, which salicylic acids are in some foods, which I haven't quite found all the foods that they're in yet, but I'm going to research that and give you some more information. But the other is it's in a lot of makeup and facial cleanser and sunscreens and stuff. So to be on it, you have to wean yourself off of all of that stuff, because it blocks the effectiveness of the drug, the guaifenesin drug. So and a lot of people are really swearing by it. I don't know quite the mechanism of how it works yet, but I'm going to do some research into that and let you know what I find. The thing that I found is absolutely the key for me, and for most people, there's a lot of research into this as well, is that it's your diet. Your diet just has to be no sugars, none, because they make you so sick. And there's also an awful lot of people who have yeast infections. And that doesn't mean the vaginal kind of yeast infections. It's full body yeast infection, like really bad. And you don't realize you have it. One of the ways that you can realize that you have it is if you have an enormous amount of cravings for sweet things. Lots of sugar, like it's out of control. And I was one of those people. I didn't know what was going on. I never had that kind of problem. I've gotten it slightly under control now, but the amount of people who have these really bad yeast infections with systemic yeast infections throughout the whole body, like makes your ears itch, your nose itches, it's horrendous. And those probiotics really tend to help that. But I had run out, and so I think that's how the yeast infection got started, and it was out of control. And of course, I was eating tons of sugar, like I was taking spoonfuls of sugar. I was like, God, I need sugar, I need sugar. Um, so, um, so anyway, so as I was saying that, with the reduction of the sugar intake on the Atkins diet, that's really, really helped. And the pain is just so much easier to handle. But I think, because I'm only in my second week of Atkins, I think all of this sugar that's working its way out of my body, and all the toxins and all the sludge from all the really bad food choices that I was making, I think that that's creeping out of me, and I'm just a mess. Today is the first day that I washed my hair and dried it. Also, there's a lot of people I've been hearing talking about, I've had this forever and I didn't realize other people do, of holding a hairdryer over your head, which is like agony. You hold a hairdryer there for just a little while and your shoulder burns and your arm is really weak, and a lot of people just don't blow dry their hair anymore. I put I'll try to show you what I do. I put the blow dryer in between my legs like this, hold it like that, and bend over and blow dry my hair, like that, which really helps. I've also bought a hair dryer stand, which sits on the your countertop, and it attaches onto your hair dryer, and you can remove it and everything, and that's really good, except for you still have to hold the hairbrush over your head. So that's been a really good thing. I can't remember, I even found it online or something somewhere. It was just a hair dryer stand. So hopefully you can find something like that. If I find out where I got it, I'll post it on here and let you know where I got it from. So I think at the moment that's about it. I'm going to be away for about a month, but hopefully be able to do a couple more videos. If not, I'll add some when I get back. And anyway, hope you're taking care of yourself and trying to follow some of the guidelines for fibromyalgia, which, there's so many. I'll give you a list of a couple of places. Some really good websites are WebMD.com. There's the MayoClinic.com. There's another one called YouDon'tLookSick.com, which is really good. In the UK, if you want a specifically UK-based one, there is the organization that I'm with now, which is the Fibromyalgia Association UK. FMA UK is the abbreviation. They're really great. They're doing a lot of research and a lot of pushing into Parliament to get some changes made for people in the UK, because it's astounding to me that they're so behind on research and treatment. I mean, I'm on Lyrica in the UK, but only because when I moved here, I was on Lyrica, and so when I brought my list of medications to my doctor, they put me on it. But it's not approved for fibromyalgia, which is nuts. So, a drug that reduces your pain by up to 30 to 40%, is a good drug. It's not great, but it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, as my grandmother used to say. So, anyway. So I'll give you some more information later and see what else I find, and just kind of taking some notes now and trying to be a little more concise with stuff. So, anyway, take care and lots of fibro hugs, as they say. Bye.